Good afternoon, First Lutheran Church Cincinnati. Pastoral Intern Tyler here today with you all. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and just a quick announcement before kind of getting into what we're going to be talking today for midday prayer. If you're available tonight at 7 p.m., First Lutheran Church is going to be hosting a Thanksgiving Eve service, and we're really excited about that. Considering the fact that we probably don't have a whole lot of out-of-state travelers or out-of-town travelers this year for Thanksgiving, this is just an opportunity for us to gather tonight and to give thanks to God for all of the gifts that we've been given, all of the goodness that God has given us this year, which I think is a little hard today. One of the things that dropped you. One of the things to kind of consider, I think, today, I was going to be in front of the church today, and it ended up not being the case. But it was just a little too rainy today, so I'm up at the university with my husband today. But so we're here out of the rain and talking a little bit about what we're thankful for. I think that's a great practice for us to do today. When we think about thankfulness, we think about all the things that God has given us. It's hard to do this year. It was just all the bad news out in the world. It just seems like things are, they're not getting a whole lot better, maybe a little bit. Talking about like the vaccine and talking about, I think, all the hard work that our first responders, our medical professionals, and researchers and scientists have been doing to help kind of get rid and mitigate a lot of the virus. Talk about where the stock market's going. That's pretty good for some of us too. And then I think as well, when we talk about the future of First Lutheran Church, like the bell tower, for example, this is an opportunity for us to be, I think, thankful for what's coming up, what is new. The new plans that we kind of have planned for the church building. And that's an exciting thing to think about. So we're thankful for that. So today, I want you to think about what you're thankful for. If you have something in mind, put it in the comments below. We'd love to see something that you're thankful for. And we think about what God has given us too. That's a really special thing. Right now, for one of my classes, one of the requirements that I have is to memorize parts of the Small Catechism. And particularly right now, I'm working on the Creed. And the very first article of the Creed it talks about creation, talks about God as creator. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean that God just made the world and then decided to take a step back and let things do their thing, let creation kind of just do its own thing. No, it means that God is actively participating in the world. God is maintaining the world. God is giving us out of the abundance that God has. God's defending us from evil. God provides us a house and home. God provides us food and clothing and drink, and provides us with family and friends. God defends us from evil. And all of this that God does, we don't deserve any of it. It is without any merit or worthiness of our own, but out of pure fatherly goodness and mercy. And so, how do we respond to that? How do we respond to the mercy and to the goodness that God gives us? What is it that we do? Well, I think we remember that because God gives so graciously of God's own self, God gave us Jesus. And Jesus is the ultimate gift. It's the ultimate thing to be thankful for, because Jesus is this bridge between God and ourselves. Jesus came down to earth to exist with us. And one of the things that I love about sort of this idea is that God is a God that's always for us. He's always for relationship. God is for being with us. And, we talk a lot about, I think one of my favorite phrases in one of the sermons that I've read that Luther has written was, what good is it if God is God, if God is not God for you? It's very personal. So we have this personal relationship with God, and we have this personal relationship with one another. And so how do we respond? We respond by existing with one another. We respond by giving generously to one another, because God has given so generously to us. And this is not because of anything that we have to do. but it's because God's love flows through us and the love of our neighbor. And so, like I mentioned before, put something in the comments that you're thankful for today. Put something in the comments that you're thankful for, and talk maybe a little bit about something that you might do to show your love and your thankfulness to God. That might be another thing that you can put in the comments too, and I'd be really interested to see the different responses that we might have. So once again, just a reminder that tonight we have our Thanksgiving Eve service, and let's go ahead and go to God in prayer today. Gracious God, you give us out of the abundance of all that you are. You give us all of our daily needs and protect us from all evil, even when we don't deserve it. You give us so much, our home, our friends and family, all life's needs. Help us to show thankfulness and graciousness to one another, especially during this time when it's really difficult to do. Help us to be reminded of where you have been with us and where we're going in the future. All this we ask in your most holy and precious name. Amen. Well, thank you once again for joining us today, and I hope to see you later tonight as well. You'll have a great rest of your day.